So you mean to tell me that all of these families and all of these people that were in these facilities are all lying and it's all a conspiracy? Is that what you're saying, Herb?
Okay, Jolene said that I question your mental acuity, your mental state. I said nothing about your mental state. I talked about your physical state.
What's wrong with my physical state?
About you having a heart attack or a nervous breakdown, Brian. Had nothing to do with mental. If you disagree with me and I disagree with you, that's fine.
I have some bad news for you, Herb. I have some bad news for you. My cholesterol is very low. My blood pressure is actually quite well. I have a lot of wonderful friends. Thank God they're not MAGA, but I have a lot of good friends in Las Vegas. I have a lovely, I won't give out too much information, but I have a lovely woman that I've been dating and I admire her very much. And things are very, very well. But I think the best thing about my life is none of my close friends are Trump supporters.
Okay, but that's fine, Brian.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that, look, I don't know you other than this radio show, and you don't know me. I don't want to see anything bad to happen to you. People are going to disagree. You think I'm stupid. I may think you're stupid. Bottom line is that I don't want you to have a problem with your physical health or nothing like that. But
so can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Herb? I appreciate that. So if you're a man of empathy and you don't want anything bad to happen to me and you want my health to be good, then why wouldn't you feel the same way about nonviolent people that have lived in this country for decades that don't have the right paperwork, that are being separated from their families and get sent to, Alligator Alcatraz, where people are getting beaten, and having to in the El Salvador prison where people are being tortured? If you care about somebody, then why would you be okay with that?
There's a lot of things that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about the fact that over the last 4 years when Biden was president, he lifted the gates with tractors.
That wasn't what I just asked you. Herb, why can't you address what I asked you? You're not answering my question. Herb,
we don't know who they are.
Herb,
they got to go.
Herb,
bottom line is I'm not here to argue with you.
Herb, it wasn't an argument. I asked you a question. The reason why I interrupt is because you don't answer the question. You bring up Joe Biden. So I'm going to ask the same question again. And I need you to pay attention to the question, and hopefully you can answer the question. Okay. You didn't answer the question. All you said in general terms was, I'm, quote, concerned about a lot of things. That wasn't the question. You said you're concerned about my health. Okay, great. I appreciate you being concerned about my health.
I know what you said, Brian.
Okay. I'm asking you about people in this country that are not getting due process, many of whom are nonviolent criminals that are being separated from their families, treated like dogs, okay, that are being sent to El Salvador. I will explain it to you, and I guess this is the problem because you clearly are not informed. We have multiple witnesses and people that were in the El Salvador prison, including Mr. Garcia, who said they were forced to be beaten and they had to sleep on their knees. There were maggots on their food. In the Alligator Alcatraz, we were told the same thing, that these people are being tortured. And we've learned that. Oh, wait. So you mean to tell me, hold on. So you mean to tell me that all of these families and all of these people that were in these facilities are all lying and it's all a conspiracy? Is that what you're saying, Herb? And Herb hangs up the phone. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it is impossible to have a conversation with somebody like Herb because he can't answer a question directly. He claims that he cares about somebody like me, but if you're an undocumented immigrant that has been living in this country for decades, that has a family, in some instances breastfeeding their 1-year-old daughter, that are nonviolent criminals, that have families here, that even pay taxes, he's totally okay with those people being sent to concentration camps. Notice how he didn't want to answer that question. And then he claims he thinks that, these facilities like the El Salvador prison and Alligator Alcatraz are like, a motel or a hotel or a resort. Oh, no, that couldn't be happening there. It's ridiculous.